Okay, there we go. We are live. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How you feeling in this time of Corona, man?
I'm tired of it, dude. Like I get it, you know what I mean? Like the social distancing and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. But I just want like maybe I'm living in a make believe world, but I never would have believed that in this country they'd be so unprepared. And at this point, I don't even know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe. I don't know if you can get tested. I think you can get tested. It just depends, or it's just so much crazy shit, and it becomes it becomes a mind thing. Like it's stressful as fuck now at this point. You know what I mean? So I'll just be in the
Dude,
house chilling.
I thought I really thought that it was gonna be like all this fun. Like I was thinking, okay, this Corona shit, all this stuff that I wanted to get done, I'm gonna get it done now.
You ain't
All
gonna get
this
nothing
shit.
done.
No, I'm just too depressed all the time. I thought I was gonna get
Yeah, I
all
can't get
this
shit
shit.
done.
I
Yeah,
didn't get shit done. I just been like vegetating and watching movies. I've been
yeah.
watching so many movies, man. I had a whole shit ton of things to do that I've been struggling to do during the week. I thought I was gonna get it all done. Nope.
I can't get anything done because no matter where I go, I'm seeing that shit. Like I don't care. And
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Facebook, even Instagram, it's all over the place. If you Google anything that's going on in the sports, it's there. It's everywhere. You can't get away from it. You cannot get away from it. So that's the thing that just makes it like a mind fuck where it's like, dude, I just want to get away from this shit. Like, what the fuck do I gotta do to get away from COVID-19? There's no, it's like a
Yeah.
baby mama. There's nothing you can do to get away from it.
Yo, we got a troll, man. This guy in the chat room's like, this show is boring as hell. Who are you? Who are these guys?
Who said
Right
that?
there. No,
Oh,
no, that's the
that guy named Daniel. What kind of name is Daniel?
that's Mario.
I know. Some of the show's boring as hell. What kind of name is Daniel? Huh?
Karate Kid motherfucker.
Right, right. That
Oh
motherfucker's
man.
driving around LA doing donuts around all the no traffic. Doing donuts everywhere and peeling out. There's no traffic anywhere.
Driving the wrong way down one way
Right.
streets. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah. You can drive anywhere in LA right now.
Oh man. Let me tell people on Twitter where they can go to be bored. Like show up here. We are broadcasting live on YouTube in quarantine. Yo, man. We were talking.
OnlyFans. What is he talking about? Slides is on OnlyFans chasing after them hookers. Chasing after them hookers, man. They hustling like a motherfucker right now. The OnlyFans chicks are getting all the money right
Oh,
now.
yo, dude, man. Yeah, that and the lotion makers are getting a lot of.
Right.
Hold on, somebody sent me. Sly in the chat room sent me this girl who just hit 4,000 on her OnlyFans, just doing nothing, just putting her man on. Hold on, I gotta send this. Hold on.
Oh, she's probably charging like what, $10? What's 4,000 times 10? She's making a lot of fucking money.
Oh man, yo, that's
Like the pot, like bring the Sandman.
yo. And that's the thing. We need to have people call in, man. That's what we gotta figure out how to do, man. Get
Damn,
oh
1999. Goddamn. Shit.
wait, well, hold on, 4,000. Hold on, I don't want to do fucked up math like that girl from the New York Times who got in trouble. Hold on, 4,000 times two is 8,000, so times 20, so it's 80,000. Whoa, god damn,
Ooh, shit.
I think we gotta do a OnlyFans, man. We gotta have the
Fuck, we
champagne
gotta do
shots only.
something.
Yeah, I mean,
God damn.
no one's gonna pay to see us, but we just hire a girl to be the OnlyFans,
And
and
just
then we just
have our voices and her mouth moving. That's it. What I noticed with a lot of that, like every chick on Instagram has an OnlyFans, dude. Like it's a cold hustle. And dudes is gonna fall for it. I mean, I'm not hating on the hustle. Dudes gonna fall for it, man. There's a lot of dudes that's willing to give up $20. They figure, oh man, $20 ain't nothing.
Yo, hold on. 2008 B Scott said they don't need a Trump check because they have OnlyFans.
Don't.
Hold on, B Scott, were you the one? Wait, was B Scott the one with that exquisite hate last time? Was that you, B Scott? Was hating on Canelo? Was it?
Yeah, he was the one that said Canelo wasn't shit.
Wait, Sly said she only had 2 titty pics up on her Twitter, but they were high tier though. And after that, she got 4,000. Yo, you want some real hating shit, man? They got people on Twitter who just try to bust OnlyFans people for not paying taxes.
Yeah, that's whack. Yeah, I've seen that.
Like they're just mad that OnlyFans people are, but these are dudes. They just get mad.
Damn,
people on OnlyFans are making money, and they try to like.
I followed your OnlyFans, and you didn't give me any pussy. I know you live in Delaware, and I live in California. But man, shut the fuck up.
Hey PB, what's good? 2008 B Scott, how you feeling, Sly? That troll Daniel M, F you, and who else?
Daniel M got corona.
Let's see, is it Sly Manu 12?
Daniel M live in Corona.
Oh, word.
He live in Corona, California.
What is up with them? Jay Electronica. I'm hearing mixed stuff about the album. I'm afraid to listen to it because I'm afraid of being let down.
You haven't listened to it?
When you wait for something so long, you just get afraid. Like I've built it up so long in my mind all this time. Like first I heard Travis Scott was on it. That scared me.
Yeah, but that album is pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah. The only problem is that Jay-Z, it sounds like it's Jay-Z's album and not Jay Electronica's. That's the only problem.
That scared me too, man, because like I like old Jay-Z, but to me this is zombie Jay-Z.
This is Jay. I'll say this.
Is it Prime J or is it post Blackout album?
It's Prime J. It's Prime J.
Oh, that's
Jay
good.
spitting.
That's good. Oh, good.
Yeah,
good.
Jay spitting. But I don't know why Jay Electronica. The songs sound dated. Like they recorded them probably long time ago and just didn't put them out. But
no, it definitely does because even the whole 5% talk in the beginning, I felt like I'm listening to the old album. Like no one even does this anymore.
Yeah, I think what happened is and this is unfortunate for Jay Electronica, but this nigga Daniel M be listening to Boy George Culture Club. What do he know? And
Tears for Fears, right?
Tears for Fears.
Everybody want to rule bro, motherfucker.
You be listening to Culture Club. Do you really want to hurt me? I don't know. I think they should have put it out a long time ago because people was waiting for it, and it's good. It's good. I'm not going to hate it and say it's not good. It's good. It's just that I don't know, man. It's Jay-Z outshined him so much on that album. Jay Electronica should have did that on his own, man. They should have did an album of the Erykah Badu's baby daddy. Should have been DOC, Andre 3000, and Jay Electronica. That's platinum right there. That'd have been a dope album.
Yeah, I was muted, but yo, that'll be a dope super group, man. The Daddy, just a whole super group.
And then let Erykah Badu sing background and do some duets and shit. That'd be dope as fuck.
Oh, dude. And why is everyone who's been with Erykah Badu a little bit touched, man? They're never quite the same mentally, man.
But it's nothing negative. Well, no, like they living their best life.
Not totally negative, but a little bit negative. Like Jay Electronica doesn't do albums for 10 years and starts hooking up with a Rothschild, doing weird shit. Like,
I still don't understand that.
Yeah, Andre 3000 looking like a renegade leprechaun. I don't know, like
he's like playing the flute in airports and shit. And I'll say this: they don't look like they're hurting for anything.
No, they don't. They're having a good time.
They're having a really good time. Even DOC, he's having a really good time, and he ain't rapped in 30 years. He's having a really good time.
I saw him talking with his voice and everything, and I was wondering, like, does his voice hurt when he talks too much? Because the reason I ask is, even with the raspiness, I think that would sound dope in a rap song. Like,
Yeah.
to me, he can do a rap song or an album with that rasp. So I don't. So
at this point in time, yeah.
So I don't know if it's that it hurts him to do it, to talk too much or whatever. But I mean, I don't see why he doesn't rap. Like you know.
I don't know. I think he said that he was thinking about doing it, but that was like 2 years ago when I saw him on Vlad or wherever I saw him at. He was talking about rapping again, but that was a while ago. I don't think he's gonna do it because he gets so much credit and so much money from writing for people.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
Oh man, yo,
nigga, he ain't lying.
No,
ain't
that is
about
true.
that. I can definitely use the Erykah Badu treatment.
No, because everyone blesses up after, man. After Erykah Badu, man, your career. Look at Common. Yo, we forgot about Common.
You don't even care about money no more.
Yo, Common. If we forgot about him, he was with her. He didn't hit the real jackpot, which is impregnating her. I think that's when you unlock. That's when you unlock the most of your latent key or soul power when you like drop the seed. But his career shot up after her. He was like a spoken word slam poetry type guy. Yo, dude.
They said that when Jay Dilla was sick, they said Erykah Badu used to go over to his house and like give him massages and make him some type of special tea and shit, and he would like feel better just all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, if that's all it takes, I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm definitely a fan of that.
I'm telling you, man.
She could use a super group. The Baby Daddies, a super group. Hell yeah. And have the Baby Daddies and boyfriends.
And have Common, your boyfriends too, so then Common can get in there, and
the Baby Daddies featuring the boyfriends. You do that album.
Actually, no, Common would mess it up. Leave him out of it. I don't really. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't.
Common. I don't feel Common. Yeah.
I've never really been a fan of Common. I don't have anything against him, but I just never listened to his music.
You know what I like about Common is he's always, he reminds me of that dude that is like a fuckboy, but he got into slam poetry in the 90s to get ass. He was that right. Dude. Like he don't really believe none of it, but he's like, yo, this slam poetry.
He got into it for I know a guy like that. It's a dude named Solomon, man. This dude
picked the biggest dog.
Yeah, he's a piece of garbage, man. I've known him since high school, and like in high school, he was a piece of shit. He was a weirdo. And then once I graduated, I started seeing pictures of him. He was wearing turbans and shit. And I was like,
oh, those dudes.
Like, this dude, one of those guys. And the next thing I know, he was like working at some herbal environmental place. I'm like, bro, you the only black dude here. Stop, man. You're not fooling anybody.
You know what's great about Erykah Badu, man? When she first came out, she was way, way, way too skinny. Like she was really skinny. And so then when she got older, she like leveled out like perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Like
she leveled up like a motherfucker. She leveled up like crazy. She still look good. And she's like what, 48, 49, 47, 48, something like that. She look hella good.
It's gonna turn to the Erykah Badu hour. Fuck it.
You took the video where she's walking around naked. Yeah, window seat. Yeah. That was she got a fat ass. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Fuck it. Ain't no point beating around the goddamn bush. She got a fat ass, bro.
You're talking about
Beyonce ain't shit compared to Erykah Badu. Nothing. She's not even close.
Ooh, that's strong words. That's strong words. Whoa.
Beyonce is nothing compared to Erykah Badu, singing or just natural, whatever the fuck.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. None of them are on par with my lovely wife. I just want to say that. before y'all get me. Yeah, I'm gonna be that dude. I'm gonna be that dude.
This guy. I can't believe he pulled that one out of his. Whoa! Corona cured. Can't believe you pulled that one out of your back pocket, T.
Oh yeah.
Your wife must be like sitting right next to you.
She be watching the stream.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Nah, I'm just fucking around. That's all
No, you're
fun.
supposed to believe that, man. You're supposed to
Yeah,
believe that. Not believe it, but it's supposed to be true. I mean, she's
yeah.
married. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a hater, man. A lot of people are like, oh man, you got married, man. Oh man, you out the game. Nigga, being out the game is a good thing.
Oh,
Trust me.
dude, the game is hell, man. From what I see people
Yeah.
talking about, like, um, this whole Tinder stuff and this Plenty of Fish. It sounds like fucking hell, man. What people are going through right now. Where
Yo,
that does not sound
it's a
fun at
beast.
all. Yeah.
It's a beast. I'm a single dude living in Portland, Oregon, where it's 80-90% white women. And no shade to white women, but dude, you don't even, you know what? One of these days, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna upload, I'm a screenshot my phone or screen video my phone of me going through Tinder and just going through some of the women. You guys are gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I've showed you guys before. You guys are like, what the fuck is going on in Portland?
No,
I
but
don't know.
a lot of white women from Portland moved to Brooklyn. Like for some reason, there's certain hipster cities that just
Yep.
pass around the same white people over and over. Like, they pass them to the Bay, then they pass them back to Brooklyn, then they pass them to Portland, and they just bounce
Yeah.
around through these. And like Philly's joined the mix. Like Philly's just gotten in there just recently, but it's like Austin. Hey, I'm moving back to Portland. Now I'm moving to Brooklyn. Like, and the ones that come from Portland, man, they just have a kind of look. I don't know what it is, but it's
Like they've been living under a rock for the last 9 months.
they haven't gotten any sun in a year
At all.
Yeah, just like
And don't want none.
no, they
They
didn't
don't
realize
want no sun.
they're still like have half a hipster, half a goth look. It's like who's still a goth nowadays? Like this have this weird dated. I don't know. Like hipsters in general don't look that great, but the Portland ones can be extra terrible looking.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's this isn't the place where I'm gonna die, but as of right now, you're better off dead than trying to date in Portland.
Wow.
It's that bad.
You told me something that I thought was crazy where you were on some app that allowed you to choose for a race, select for a race, and you chose
Yeah.
black.
Yes. Yeah. There's an app called Hinge, and you can tailor your preferences by race.
Yeah, and you told me that the some white girls pretended to be black, like they put black as their race. So suddenly white
Yeah.
girls were popping up in your
They pop in there. Yeah. Yep.
yeah. So suddenly you're getting white girls, even though you said
I don't want you. Why are you here? And they show up anyway.
I wanted to show this. I didn't realize my screen was showing the whole time. My bad. But yo, hold on. Do you see this video? I thought this was funny. Someone would put this video of this was America during the coronavirus.
I can't see it.
Hold on. Where is it?
Or at least it's not moving. If that's a video.
That's supposed to be the video, but now I gotta find the right tab. Hold on. Damn it.
2008 B. Scott said, I'm in Salt Lake City. Everyone but me and a few other folks look like salt. I believe you.
That's funny. Damn it, I can't find. You know what? Fuck it.
I ain't even gonna respond to Daniel talking about where the white women at.
Dude, Daniel, what are you doing, man? Where you at? Where you at?
At In-N-Out. Nobody there.
Oh, dude. Oh, here we go. I found it. Hold on. Now let's try again. Somebody sent me this and I was dying.
He said he's in Corona. All them goddamn Mexicans in Corona.
Yo, tell me about Corona. What, like, is that a part of California in LA?
Daniel, ain't Corona is near Bakersfield, ain't it? Somewhere around there, middle of nowhere. Whoever live in Corona, man, they probably feeling the worst.
I heard this story. I don't know if it's true, but apparently stocks of Corona have gone down
Yeah,
because
I heard
people have
that too.
associated it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a video. Someone said this is how America handled the coronavirus. Damn it, hold on.
It says near Chino. Shit, I don't know where the fuck Corona is.
Oh, fuck it. So yo, everybody in the chat room, what have you been doing for your quarantine? Have y'all been quarantined? What's been going on with y'all? I want to know what's been happening with people.
He said Italian women aren't too bad in New York. I wouldn't know.
No, they're not. They're not. But I feel like in New York, man.
Until they call you a moolie.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like in New York, just because the sheer population, they're just always going to be good looking everything, just because the sheer number of people, like not because of the actual proportion of people. Like when you go in the West Coast, I feel like you see a high proportion of good looking people, like per capita.
Yeah.
I feel like New York just has a shitload of people, so you just end up just by default with so attractive
nice
people.
looking chick.
Yeah, because there's a lot of ugly people in New York too. Like, don't get it twisted.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to always look at whenever the Yankees was playing. You look at the crowd, and people there just look weird, man. There's just a lot of weird looking people there in the crowd.
PB, like... you're in. Oh, dude, in New York, man. Like there's a lot of dusty people in New York, man. It's yeah.
How many people in New York? 10, 11 million?
There's a lot of fly people in New York. Don't get me wrong, but when they're dusty, they're really dusty. Yo, PB, you're in Japan. You live there or you're visiting there? What's going on? We got Japan up in here. What time is it in Japan? But yo, how you feel about the Tyson Fury stuff, man? Tyson Fury.
It's not looking good at all.
Yeah, but WBC said that he's their man. WBC is sticking with him.
Yeah, of course they did. But that whole farmer thing, if it comes out to be true, that motherfucker's done. More than likely it is true because Tyson Fury's been cheating. He's been a cheater. And the funny thing is I was watching a video the other day. I can't remember whose it was, and they broke down, like, it sounds crazy, but he's called the Gypsy King, and gypsies are known for swindling and cheating people.
Oh, who said that? Or is that just you saying that?
No, I can't remember. It was a video that I was watching. It was a boxing video that was like, well, if you think about it, he calls himself the Gypsy King. He always says he comes from a long line of gypsies. And what do gypsies do? They swindle you.
Watch, there's gonna be like 5 gypsies who are gonna cancel us now.
These weren't my words. This is what someone else said.
But no, his glove did look weird. Like at first I thought it was a reach when people were saying it. I'm like, oh, come on, man. We gotta let it go. But then I saw the pictures and I'm like, okay, there might be something to this.
Man, you got boxers coming out saying his glove was fucked up. And Charles Martin, another guy, what's the brother's name? Just a couple days ago, Steve Cunningham actually demonstrated how he did it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Because there was a lot of people, especially at the Floyd Mayweather, the Coon gym, the Mayweather gym.
Oh, dude, what is up with that gym, man? Is that the one that's a channel, the Mayweather channel?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, dude, I don't subscribe to them, man. They are just always have some bullshit. They never have any insight on anything.
Yeah,
they never have anything.
First of all, there's no champions in there. There's a bunch of it's a fucking fitness center, dude. That's not a fucking boxing.
Yeah, no, dude, it's just a gym, and it's that shit is like poor man's world's. It's just a YouTube channel in the gym. Like it's not a real like serious boxing gym. The boxing commentary sucks. It's like one of those. I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't want to say it's like Vlad TV or something, but it's one of those things. But it's one of those things where they just like more gossip about boxing than they really have any type of insight or anything. Which Mayweather runs that gym? Is it his dad?
No, it's Jeff Mayweather, his uncle.
His uncle,
mm-hmm.
But not the uncle. But Not even the uncle that died, right? Roger,
No.
Because Roger's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he was nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said I Mayweather gym, and everyone in there is just, and they always try to use cheesecake to sell the channel. Like, always have like a girl walking around and stuff.
Yeah, it's a joke. The thing about it is the guys that they had trying to demonstrate it, they didn't even do a good job. First of all, they had the wrong damn gloves on. They had a glove on that had a Velcro strap. So,
but let me guess, because the Mayweather channel is always kind of coonish. Were they trying to defend Tyson Fury?
Yeah,
on the of course, I knew it. That channel is always taking.
One guy was saying, "Man, why would he do that? Man, Tyson Fury's not that kind of person. He's got the type of integrity and blah blah." I'm like, this motherfucker done pissed hot for PEDs before. What are you talking about?
Dude, and he was a dope addict. Like no offense to dope addicts, but you know,
yeah, he was a dope fiend.
Yeah, he was a dope fiend. Like
yeah.
You know, I mean, any dope fiends in the chat. No offense, but it's not.
No offense to the dope fiends.
Yeah, but it's not the most trustworthy demographic out there. You know.
No, and so with the whole thing is all coming around now. It's like now I guess someone's telling him he should retire now.
Oh,
what
really?
the fuck was that?
Oh wait, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh damn, I'm all fucked up in the game. Okay, so this is what I was trying to show before. I was trying to cue it up. Hold on. Someone was saying this is how America handled the coronavirus. And of course, every time I set it up, then it stalls. Fuck it. Oh, wait, here we go.
That's good. Oj, kolla här. Kolla här.
Så var det där en lavin eller?
Ja, stenen kontrollerar. Alltså, det är såna jäkla krafter.
Är det safe?
Ja. De vet vad de gör.
Pappa!
Det är inget farligt.
Just den där kontrollera.
Harry, det är lugnt. Harry!
That's the truth.
That is so the truth.
That's basically how they've handled it, man, which is still beyond me, dude. I don't know.
I like when a dude just started yelling toilet paper.
Yeah.
Toilet
paper. Which I still can't. My mom even asked me, she said, so what's the thing with toilet paper? I was like, I don't know. They buying toilet paper.
Someone on Twitter was posting that they couldn't find toilet paper in their supermarket. So they went to the gas station and they showed that big fat gas station roll of toilet paper.
Yeah.
And they stole it from there and brought it in their house. And I was like, motherfucker,
that's
you got coronavirus right now yourself, man. Fucking gas station.
That's the worst fucking toilet paper to even get. Yeah. That's the worst toilet paper to get.
You basically just brought home the coronavirus. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That was a bad idea.
Yeah, you're better off just washing your ass in the shower after every
time you take a shit, every time you take a shit, just take a shower.
Yeah. He had that coronavirus infested gas station toilet paper on his bed in the Twitter picture. I was like, you done fucked up now, dude. Oh, dude, this Mario, this Daniel troll is still up in here, man.
Where the hell is he at?
I'm not sure, man. He's running the streets in LA. Oh, they had to take the toilet paper off the shelves at Smith's across from me. Yeah, they've been rationing toilet paper at some spots, man. You know what's weird? I don't know if it's everywhere, but in New York, these white yuppies, like these gentrifiers, for some reason, they think Trader Joe's and Whole Foods are the only two supermarkets in existence. So they're standing online, like in the one in downtown Brooklyn on Court Street. They stood online from 6 a.m, like last week, like on Friday, to get stuff from Trader Joe's. But all the other supermarkets will have everything in stock and be fine. But they've been cleaning out Trader Joe's, and then when those places clear out, that's like they can't shop anywhere else. Like, oh shit, we're screwed.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, so everyone's just cleaning out Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, and like the supermarkets by me are just full of everything and fine. The only thing my local supermarket didn't have was bread. For some reason, everyone got bread, and for some reason, red sauce pasta. Everyone just went and got red sauce for some reason in my local supermarket. Other than that, they had everything. But yeah, Trader Joe's, they cleaned it out. It looked like freaking looting. It was just everything was gone day after day. Yeah, but
Crazy. How long you think this shit's gonna last?
man, I don't know, man, because I feel like they've finally been forcing people to listen because they've been forcing places to close down. Like they forced the bars here to close down. People are still going to bars and stuff. Yeah. And what else? They closed down the bars, the cafes you can't sit in anymore.
Right.
And the restaurants, you're going to do takeout. But yeah, I think that's the reason why it's gonna end up becoming okay, because they're forcing people to Harrison Prince, what's up? He said 2 months tops. I think that's gonna be it. But yo, the stock market's gonna be insane, man. That stock market's gonna be insane. People are gonna be losing a lot
you
of
got
work.
10,000 to give away that to lose,
Yeah. Yeah, but yo, I even bought a little bit of stock. I was like, fuck it, let's see what happens, man. Because it's so damn low now, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but
hopefully the housing market bottoms out. Shit.
I think in New York, it's not going to help because they've made the housing market kind of recession proof because they've vetted and super vetted people here, right? The last time was the subprime mortgages, and they were giving anybody in their month of mortgages. So when the recession happened, all these people were borderline, and all those people defaulted. The prices went down.
Oh yeah, they were giving people loans for that work at McDonald's, dude. You can get a fucking house loan for a house.
Now in New York, it's tight, man. They want like so many references. They want like years of employment. They want all this stuff. So people are saying even if the recession hits, a lot of people are not going to be defaulting like before. And if somebody asked what stocks that I cop, what I did was I got the they have these index funds, right, that track the Dow. So it'll just be a fund that moves at the exact rate of the Dow. So you don't have to pick a certain stock. You just get like so when the Dow goes down, the mutual fund goes down. When the Dow goes up, it goes up. So the way it's going so volatile, I'll give like a little tip. They got this type of way to buy stocks where it's called a trailing stop, right? And a trailing stop means, right? Say my trailing stop is 5%. What that means is anytime the stock drops 5%, it cashes me out. So say it goes up 20% and then it drops back down 5%, it automatically sells the stock, and then I net 15%.
Nice.
If I buy the stock and it goes nowhere but down, the most I loses 5%. Like basically the most I lose is 5%.
Okay.
Someone asked, is it Vanguard? I don't know if it's Vanguard, but the ticker is actually no. I shouldn't do this because if you say something and then it doesn't work,
and you cannot give stock advice.
Yeah, I'll be giving. Okay, this is what I'm
like Todd. Don't be like Todd.
Yeah. I'm not giving stock advice. I'm not offering stock advice. This is a disclaimer. It's a very volatile market. At your own risk if you do this. But the ticker that I use is one called UDOW, UDOW. That's the ticker. But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty crazy out there, man. I think people gonna start committing suicide like in the 80s. That was it Black Friday or Black Monday?
Yeah,
I forgot what it was.
1986.
That one, yeah. People were straight up jumping out windows like crazy. There in New York, in the office buildings, you can't open windows anymore, and I'm convinced it was because of that. They used to have windows you can open in offices. Yeah. It's probably nationwide now, but all office buildings in New York, they don't have windows that you can actually open. They only have like little things you can turn. You can crack a little thing for air, but you can't open a window in New York because I think so many people jumped out windows when things went bad. Suicide is some shit, man. Like not to get morbid and stuff, but I always wonder about people who choose that way of going, like jumping out of a window. Like I don't want to say, hey, that's brave, but shit, man. If I was gonna end it all, I would just take pills and just go to sleep or something. Like those people that try to die in the most like this hardcore way. I always wonder like what is going on there. Like
I don't know, man. I've had family members that committed suicide. We still don't know why they did it or nothing. We don't know nothing.
Yeah, I have a friend who I don't know for sure if he did, but he died and no one really wants to tell us how. And we think that was how. But yeah, but what I know is he was found in his apartment. You know, all I know is he didn't jump out a window, but my friend is a cop.
This guy.
He's a Daniel guy. He's this guy that was on tour.
Oh, let me in.
Dude, listen to this disgusting story, right? My friend is a cop. He had to go to a suicide, right? And he showed us pictures of the scene. Like, I don't know why he did
gross.
this. No, but listen to this. The guy jumped out, but his body, like, you know, buildings are on different levels in New York, right? Like one roof can be here, then another roof could be here.
Yeah.
Right? He jumped down. His legs got caught on the ledge right below him, and the top of his body kept going. So on one roof was just his legs. And then on the ground was his upper body.
Man.
So he had to go and take care of both halves of him, the legs on the roof, and I was like, God, what a way to go, man! And it was all over a chick. Like his chick broke up.
I know that. I know somebody that did that when I was in high school. I knew a dude that killed himself over a chick.
That's like,
dude. Yeah, I know a dude that did that.
Yeah, I know a guy. I was one of my best friends in elementary school. Man, he killed himself over some girl. Drove off of the 10 freeway. Killed himself.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, dudes got die in the most dramatic ways, man. Chicks just take some pills,
yeah,
like, you know, and
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah,
hell yeah. Dukes of Hazzard.
Dudes can't
laugh at my boy.
Not to laugh, but dudes can't do anything in a regular way, man. Dudes always gotta
be extra.
Extra.
You gonna remember me? That's you know.
Yeah. Oh, death by cop. You know, dudes just show up, try to shoot up precinct.
Yep.
PB was like, I know a guy who did it over a girl. Yeah, man. A lot of people become over.
This dude was like 15 years old when he killed himself over a girl.
But you know what? If you're gonna kill yourself over a girl, 15 is when you're gonna do it, because that's when like everything's the end of the world. You know, first piece of ass. Probably thought it's never gonna get better than this. Little does you know,
bad. It was horrible, man.
No, this dude was like 50 that killed himself over ass. So the one that went at the guy. Yeah. My friend who was a cop who went to the scene. Yeah, it was like a 50-something-year-old dude. You know, I was like, come on, you too old to be killing yourself over ass, man.
Yeah. I mean, people who knows, man. People do some irrational stuff, man.
That is true.
I told you guys about this guy didn't kill himself, but he might as well had. Like there's one guy I knew, man. I used to work at this place I used to work. His old lady was cheating on him with one of the mechanics, and he somehow found out and drove on his motorcycle over to the guy's house, and he was like speeding up and down the street, yelling, like just acting professional. And the girl was in there, man. And took off on the motorcycle. Yeah. And then he took off on the motorcycle. Come outside, you bitch. You know, he was mad, man, and hurt. And he took off one more time, man. He went and got ran over by a truck.
Oh, damn.
Right, girl. Yeah, she had to come to work because they both worked at the same hub, you know, and she would come to work, and everybody at work knew what happened. It was just like, woof, man.
You know, somebody in the chat room just asked, they said, I wonder if part of it is to also cause extreme damage and guilt to the girl. And I think that's true, but you know,
people don't.
We're not fucked up about
it. Yeah.
People
don't
overestimate
hold
how
on.
much people
Yeah.
care.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, and not just that. There's some girls narcissistic enough and sick enough that they'll take that as a little bit of badge. Like, damn, this nigga killed himself over this pussy. Like, yo, I got some good stuff, man. Like, some
I
people are
got
that
dudes
twisted.
killing themselves over this.
Yeah, I got dudes ending it all over this ass. Like, some
Yeah.
people are just that twisted. You have no idea how twisted some people are, man. Even if you don't say it out loud, in her heart of heart, she might be saying that, like, you know, or tell her closest homegirl, like, yo, can you believe this dude just killed himself over this? You know, because she's already in the state where because this is something, man. Guys do that half-ass move on. Like, guys will move on to like some new chick and just realize, yo, this wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, and come back like all the time. When chicks reach a point when they move on, to me, they
done.
really move on. Yeah, they're done. They don't. Chicks don't do that like frivolous move on like guys do all the time. Like, guys just, you know, get like
they do. Chicks will do influence move ons where they get influenced by somebody else to move on, but you could tell when a chick is done.
Yeah,
when she's done, ain't shit you could do about that.
That's when she's showing up. The song R. Kelly ever made was that shit right when a woman's fed up. That song is, you know, I know R. Kelly is. We don't speak his name, but hey. Yeah, real song is facts. Yeah.
I know a lot of women, and I bet a lot of women who are watching this will agree, who have told me stories about a guy who left, who thought he was gonna do better and stuff, and then came back saying, I was wrong, I want to get married. Happens all the time. I rarely hear the opposite, where a chick was like, you know, unless the guy hits the lotto or like, you know.
But even with that, if a woman is done with you, a real woman is done with you, she don't give a fuck if you got an NBA contract. It ain't gonna make a difference.
Yeah. I think
they really again, Kenny,
before they make a move.
Oh, I said even yet and still, because T was saying, you know, guys will, you know, go out and venture around, then come back and want to get married. I said, but with a woman, a real woman, if a woman, she don't give a fuck if you got an NBA contract, she's not getting back with you. It ain't gonna make a difference.
Yeah, I would say,
oh man, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. That's exactly what they're gonna say.
Yeah, you did it. You did it.
They don't give a fuck. That's it. That's all you getting.
But Mario, I mean, I'm sure you heard stories like of a lot of guys who like thought they're gonna do better than the girl and just like come back regretful and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it happens all the time. It's a cliche, man.
With men, that happens a lot. That does
with men, yeah. When women, when they move on, man, when they move on for real move on. Like, you know, start doing stuff like calling you from another dude's house and shit like that. Like, yeah, they're done. They want you to get the message.
Yeah, man. Like, if
it's
a woman,
dude on you.
Go ahead.
This dude on YouTube. He was showing videos. He would post videos of his wife coming home at whatever time in the night. You know, she was still married and living with the dude and moved on. And he was just simped out. My wife, she just got home. She won't tell me where she's been.
Was he black? Was he black?
No, he was black.
Dude.
He said she won't tell me where she's been.
It is now 5 a.m. He was like documenting maybe he was doing it for a bigger play though. Maybe he was documenting it so when he take her ass to court, you know what I'm saying, he'll get full custody of the kids. Or
I don't know because a lot of Mexicans be simping. I don't understand. Like a lot of Mexicans, like well, I'll say this with Mexicans, man. A lot of Mexicans, they'll be doing
that video.
What's that?
She did not care, bro. Like she was so he would walk up to her with the camera.
Oh no,
like,
man!
So you're not gonna tell me where you.
He needs to stop. It's over.
She'll be like, hold on, let me get it together.
Hold on. PB asked, you guys never had exes try to get with you again?
No.
No. I mean, especially not. Well, I
had a lot of them that like.
But
they never told me they liked me or something.
That type of shit. Yeah,
that's cool. Different. And then you find out later, like, too late now.
That's different. That's different.
That kind of stuff, but you know.
PB said in Japan you can sue the spouse and the person they cheated on you with. I feel like that used to happen in the West, but they got rid of it.
You can do that in California.
You can still do that in California. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Matter of fact, I think that's going. I read. That's interesting. You brought that up because I just was reading something about that like a month or so ago. It was a guy. His wife ran off with a rich dude, I think, and he's suing the guy that his wife ran off with. So
that's what happened to Donald Sterling.
Oh, were?
Oh
yeah, his wife. Oh yeah, his wife sued that Beast Diviano.
His mistresses. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yo, that was the most non-come up ever. Like she thought she was gonna snitch and start a career. You don't see Beast Diviano anywhere, man.
Man, she's gone.
That influencer life is fickle as fuck, man. Like
no, she was living the whole life. That was a hoe.
Yeah,
she overplayed her hand.
Yeah,
she was trying to switch from a hoe to an influencer. Like you know,
that wasn't gonna happen.
Get a reality show or something, man.
Then pictures of her and Don Magic Wand started popping up.
She was a hoe. She was a hoe.
Oh, she was doing all that.
I told you I ain't just saying hoe to be saying hoe.
Oh, she was a hoe. Oh, okay. She was really about that life. Okay. Okay.
God
damn. She had some thong underwear she had to give back to that was a part of the lawsuit.
Everything.
She had to give everything,
everything.
Even the draws. I was like,
everything back.
Dude, some white dude punched her in the face in New York or something, man. Like,
I heard about that.
Out of the principles of white supremacy, they were like, "You took one of our good men down." They just hit her and said,
I forgot what that was about. Somewhere in the what do they call it? The meatpacking district?
Meatpacking district. Yeah, you remember exactly right. In the meatpacking district, man.
Yeah, she got punched in the face.
Yeah, by some random white guy. I was like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah, she was one of the She was like what was the one chick that got caught with what's the dude name that played Iron Man?
Robert Downey.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that was like that situation. Remember when he got caught with the prostitute?
Oh, back in the day, not recently.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, back in his crack days. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's a hell
back in his crack days.
He was doing crack. What do you want me to say? What you want me to call it?
Who wasn't in Hollywood at that time, man?
No. Right? No, it wasn't coke. He was on like the crack.
Oh, crack! Oh, he was on that narcotic. Okay, he was. Really he was on narcotic.
No, he was cracked out. Like he was in hotel rooms. Like people thought his career was a wrap. That's one of the best comebacks. Somebody even tried to ask him about it in an interview recently, and he walked out on it. Like
that motherfucker was hanging around real live pimps like Gangsta Brown over in the Fillmore district in San Francisco, and got caught with one of his prostitutes. They sued him. They didn't. I don't think they sued him. But they got a book and they got like $250,000 from somebody over in the UK. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
was over there was Ant was there too?
In the same room.
Was he in there with? He was there.
The motherfucker in there with a pipe in his mouth like Marion Barry. The bitch set me up.
Yeah, man, poor guy. I felt.
Hold on. Let me see if I can show you.
I'm trying to find that video where homeboy taping his wife coming home at 4 and 5 in the morning.
Please find it, man. I want to see
That's
that.
A damn shame.
In the meantime, I'm gonna pull up Robert Downey Jr. Hold on, check this out.
Tony Stark ain't got an answer for no hoes.
You said what?
Tony Stark ain't got an answer for no hoes.
Oh.
And this guy just looks sneaky.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
No sound, T.
Oh, no sound? Oh, damn it. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to reset it up. It has no sound. Thank you for telling me, man. Hold on.
Somebody keeps saying, Young Stokely keeps saying coke. No, that motherfucker was smoking crack.
Yeah, he was on straight up crack, man. He was and he was in some
not
shady
crack.
He was in shady places. He was not in like the Ritz-Carlton.
Doing promotional interviews is standard procedure for A-list actors, but Robert Downey Jr. had enough. During a sit-down with Channel 4 in the UK for the new Avengers movie, the actor became irritated by questions about politics and his history of drug use. Just take a look.
That's the nice thing is you can have opinions and they kind of.
But watch the guy build up to it.
Yeah, well, that's life and that's growing older, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you say we're promoting an interview. I mean, promoting the movie. I mean, obviously,
I can't see a damn thing.
Interviews and
you can't see it.
That's why
no, I can't see or hear anything.
A little bit about
saying
you,
I'm having
how
trouble
comfortable
connecting, unstable.
Yeah, talking about
it's been raining.
You have as much time as anyone else.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, then let me just ask you a few more questions, and you can answer them if you want to.
Sometimes it slows down the internet over here.
Well, I think we've got 3 more minutes on our agreement.
Your foot's starting to jump a little bit. You better get to your next
Oh,
question.
if you can test you, right?
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that.
You see him filibustering? He's scared.
And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, you just fucked that interview off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Damn, he looked pissed. You could see him clearly getting pissed too.
Yep.
You see, okay, it's just getting a little dinosaur.
No, look, I don't want to do that.
Hear what he said? He said you're getting a little nervous. Like he called him out for being nervous because he didn't say any base.
Oh, this guy looks
scared.
like a piece of shit. This guy's a
doesn't he look like a piece of shit?
Yeah, he's a dirtbag. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, so you have it on delay. Like you're seeing it right now, Mario.
No, I actually had to pull my phone out because it's not coming up on my laptop.
Okay.
So I just looked at it on the phone.
Yeah, but you see at the end, like Robert Downey calls him out for being scared. He's like, you sound like you're a little bit afraid. Like, because it's true. Like, he wasn't ready to ask it. He wants to be a dirtbag, but he couldn't be a dirtbag with his whole chest. You know what I'm saying? Which is even worse.
Yeah, he is. Got you Mike Tyson one day too. Remember, I don't know why they do that with people that have trouble past. They want to. I don't know what they get out of that. It's real sick though.
Yeah, but Iron Mike, you see, Iron Mike did the interview. It was him, another guy, and that black dude, and he was like called him a piece of shit.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
wasn't that guy British? Was that guy British too?
I don't think
he was.
so.
I think he was. No, I think he was American black, but
but Mike talked to him like he wasn't shit.
Oh, that was a black guy. That was a black guy that did the interview.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up. I assume it was a white guy because a lot of white guys are good for doing interviews like that.
Shit.
I was actually surprised by that, but I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you just, it's been. He had his issue in the what was that in the early '90s, late '80s. Mike had that situation, man. And
right, ask about 30 years later. 30 years later, you gonna ask about that? Come on, man.
How many times do I got to keep? He did his time.
What it is that you're trying to make your bones. You're trying to make your bones on me. Like that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what that guy was trying to do. Like that guy, but he was like scared to do it the whole time too. Like he was.
Somebody gassed him up to do that, and he didn't have the balls.
Exactly. Someone gassed him up to do it, and what happened is the person who gassed him up was probably higher up. They're probably be the first one to fire him when the backlash happens. When
right.
Yeah. You let people gas you up like that. When Disney says, "Hey, we're not sending any more motherfuckers to your studio as long as that dude is working there," they're gonna be like, "Hey, sorry, dude. Guess it didn't work out."
Yeah, we overplayed our hand. I'm sorry.
And by we mean you. And then, they're gonna get rid of him. Like,
BuzzFeed. I think BuzzFeed's hiring.
Yeah, BuzzFeed's not gonna hire him because they want access too. Like,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's that dude's biggest.
Date.
What's that?
He said, "Oh, please, in the days of Gail and Oprah, anything is possible."
No, but
Yeah,
Gail and Oprah
yeah.
already have the clout. This guy is a nobody.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
you
and,
can't
and
get rid
Oh,
of
okay,
Oprah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
True
and
that.
even Gail and Oprah overplayed their hand. Like they are starting to
Mhm.
realize, like, hey, even we have limits, man. Because Oprah is having more backlash than I've ever seen. I thought she was bulletproof for a while, but there was this Twitter thing of her falling down.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was nothing in the replies but people laughing at her. And that wouldn't have happened back in the days, including black women. That's all black people. Like, good for you. Michael Jackson tripped you up, and
Yeah,
all
and
this shit.
the Michael Jackson thing was real cold, man. Like she's doing it with people that are dead. You know what I mean?
Yep,
That are not here
yep.
to defend themselves.
You
And
know,
that's just a real
this
dirtbag
Corona
thing to
stuff is
do.
gonna be good for some of those people because by the time all this is over, they're gonna come out shining. Everybody gonna forget all the shit they did. Watch, Oprah gonna have
Speaking of the
a special.
Speaking of the Corona, your boy Donald Trump, man, he sending people money. Everybody love him right now, man.
Yeah, he ain't said
Dude,
shit yet.
The Democrats, they just done fucked up so much because
Oh
they got
yeah, they do. Yep, 4 more
Oh, man.
years.
yeah, 4 more years, man. Because right now the Republicans are outflanking them on the left hard. They're talking about giving people cash and all this
Yep.
stuff.
Mhm.
And like the Democrats are like, let's give people STEM classes. Let's
Bro,
teach
they
people
talking
code.
about sending out checks as early as April 6th.
Yeah, April 6th.
Yeah, they're not
You know
playing.
what I'm saying? $1,000 for taxpayers and all this kind of stuff. So
Yeah, Democrats are talking about tax credits and like lame shit. They're talking about cash in hand. Send everybody a check.
Yeah. So how do you think they spin it? How do you think they manipulate? How do they get out of that situation? I don't really. I mean, they can try
How
to.
they gonna spin it?
Yeah.
They can't.
I mean, what they gonna do? You know, there's nothing they can do, man.
They're the goddamn thing they can do.
Nope.
Dude,
That's the trouble with an incumbent president in the middle of a crisis, man. It's just like
how do you have a president, right, who has dementia? Some of Donald Trump has dementia, has poor personal boundaries, is racist, is a sexual harasser, and your idea is, you know what? Let's get an old white guy who has even more dementia, is a sexual harasser, and is a racer. Is a racist. That's how we're gonna beat him. Like these people are so fucked up, man.
They really are, man. I just, and I feel bad. I feel bad. I hope my young leftists, I got a lot of love for y'all, man. I'm rooting for y'all. I please don't be on suit because Bernie got spanked again yesterday. I think it was for the other Super Tuesday, for the third Super Tuesday deal. And he got smashed in a couple of other states. So it's looking like that whole situation is a wrap.
It's a wrap like a Taliban hat.
And Biden is the nominee, man. It's just like when you.
I'm sorry. Go on. No. I thought go on. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, man. Like, they use fear, man. They use fear successfully, and got Biden in there, man. They had to make Trump. The only thing they could do with an incumbent president like Trump is make him seem like the world is going to end at any second, and we got to get this guy out of here. So we got to get the most electable guy possible. So we can't do anything. We can't get Bernie in there. He's too far left. They do that all the time, man. They did it with John Kerry. That's their go-to tactic.
And they also had this idea of let's just get everybody out at once and have them all endorse Biden. Because remember, Biden was like 4th, and people were talking about him getting out. Like, how do you go from 4th and people talking about him quitting, suddenly being number 1? And what they did is all at once, everyone just suddenly quit. And I think they told people, like, they had to talk with people, the Democratic Party, like, listen, this is not your time. Step down now and we'll take care of you. And such and such. But just, get behind Biden. You know what I'm saying? And because in 3 days straight, all of a sudden, everyone just got out all at once. That was just weird.
Yep, and they all threw their support behind Biden.
Yep.
So that was coordinated.
That was coordinated. That was the
game. A lot of people think Obama did some stuff behind the scenes and got people to go and throw their support behind Biden. And my thing is this, man, at this point in time, I think for young leftists, man, they got to look at this thing as one battle in a long war. You know what I'm saying? The presidency is just a battle, man. It's like
Yep.
you got to start looking at a long-term strategy.
But I'll give him credit. They're sticking to their guns. Like people are saying, "Hey, now it's time for us to unite behind Biden." Young leftists and young leftists are like,
no.
Eat a medium, eat a medium-sized dick. We're not doing.
Please
shit.
do. Yeah, I can't. Please don't do what some of our people be doing, man. You know, we really fall back for that. Oh, we got to get Trump out of there. Oh Lord, he's gonna get us.
I love Mario do that voice.
Oh Lord. No. If you don't vote, then that's gonna be a vote Trump. Oh, Jesus.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. Like a lot of white leftists were kind of getting racist against like black voters, especially like boomers, because they're like, who are these dumb, low information like boomer blacks who are voting for Biden, you know, they're voting for a racist, you know, and one guy was calling them Uncle Toms, and I was like checking him, and I was being like, "Yo, I know why you did that." Well, I was checking him, like, "Yo, man, you don't say that," and etc. and stuff. But in my heart, I was like, "Yo, I hate those fucks too sometimes."
Yeah,
I just don't want. I just don't want you saying that. Like,
you can't say that, but I'm a.
But like deep down, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with these boomers?" Like these black boomers.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yo, the reason why I didn't want the white leftist saying it was because he was one of those white leftists that always makes excuses for the white people who vote Trump. Like, you know, a lot of those white leftists be like, "Oh, those white people who vote for Trump, they just need to have it sold to them." Or it's identity politics scaring them off, or they're not racist. They just need. So I'm like, okay, if you're making excuses for those people, I don't want you getting mad at black boomers who vote bad. But me, I hate both of them. Like, you know, the white people who vote for Trump and like these black people voting for Biden. Like, I was like, why on earth are you supporting this Biden dude? And a lot of them are just like, and I talked to a lot of them, and they're like, yo, man, he was with Obama. I was like, oh, this he's fucking us for generations to come. He didn't just fuck us for the 8 years he was there. He's like
gonna do a little bit more. He's coming back for a little more ass, ain't he?
Yep.
Let me get a little bit more.
Oh, dude. Yep. I was talking to my mom, and my mom is in for Biden. I'm like, why are you in for Biden?
Mine too. I had to. Oh man, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, and my mom is like, I just don't like Bernie. He's too angry all the time.
All the time.
No, this is what happened to my mom. My mom watches nothing but MSNBC all day long. So if you watch that, they just give you like the worst sound bites or whatever. Because when I was at her house, and she had the TV on all day, and I was sitting on her couch, and I got a taste of what life is like with her. And I was looking, and I'm like, they make Bernie look like a maniac on MSNBC. And I was like, oh, now I get it. Because if I was here watching this all day long too, he just looks like a lunatic that just wants to give away people's money. It's like, oh, blah, 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 you know, he just looks like a nut on he looks like a nut when you watch him on MSNBC.
His voice doesn't
help me. Just like him too.
Tell the doctors not to come, you know. Oh, dude! I was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. I mean, because it's like my mom. My mom's the same way, man. I had like an hour-long conversation with my mom on the phone about why she shouldn't mess with Joe Biden, and she's. But if he don't win, then Trump's gonna win again. The same thing. It's like, how does everybody get that same damn response in their head, man? It's like. Nobody's coordinating together, but everybody comes up with the same answers.
One good thing from my mom, to her credit, at least she doesn't really think Trump's gonna destroy life for black people. Like she kind of says things like, "Oh, we're fucked whoever it ends up in," you know what I mean?
Oh, so she's savvy.
But she's just doing it but she's not that savvy because she's just going what she knows, because she's one of those people who has the Obama picture on her fridge and stuff like that, like the Obama family and stuff.
Okay,
you know, she's one of those types. So I think she doesn't even think Biden's even going to do anything. She just thinks he's just part of the team. type of shit. Which I don't know if it's better or worse, because in some ways it's almost better if she thinks like he's gonna save everybody, but she just kind of like, oh, we're all fucked anyway. Let's just go with the guy that we know. It's like name recognition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can tell you one thing I'm looking forward to is those debates. Oh man,
oh yeah,
comedy. I
oh
cannot wait.
Trump is gonna destroy him. I'm sorry, Trump's gonna destroy him.
Well, I will say Biden's not a punk though. You know what I mean? Biden's not gonna. He's not gonna be able to bully you.
Look at this.
Have to step up and care for one another. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening.
Oh, shit.
Look.
Oh. Thanks.
It's like every time you play.
Hey, no, did you get what just happened? His wife had to come get him. He didn't know where he was. That was his victory speech. Actually, let me set the context for this better. I don't think I set the context. His recent victory speech that just happened, he froze during it, like yesterday, and he didn't know where he was, and his wife had to come get him. Let me play it again. Now that you have the context,
we have to step up and care for one another. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening.
Look, he just chills. His wife has to come.
Thanks.
Looks like an SNL skit.
Okay.
She called him Joe.
It's time to talk about dementia. Symptoms of dementia can include memory loss, difficulties with thinking.
Yeah, man.
Fucking dementia commercial? Wow. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they use it in dementia commercial. Yeah,
Trump gonna come in there like fucking Shawn Michaels, the theme music and everything.
yeah. But when I saw that,
shit.
Yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, oh man, he is screwed. He is seriously screwed. Like MSNBC and stuff, they're not gonna play that stuff because they got an agenda. But when you on Twitter, they're always playing all the stuff that he's doing that's fucked up, and I'm like, yeah, a lot of people are voting for him. They're not seeing that stuff. But in the debate, man, I'm a little worried about him. He doesn't seem like he's too there. Maybe he'll surprise us. I don't know. Maybe he'll surprise us.
So, he did okay during that debate that they had. What was it on the 15th or whatever? Supposedly he did okay in that, but I mean, I'm tuned out from it anyway. I'm just watching to see a car wreck at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, I don't
yeah.
I ain't got a dog in this motherfucker.
Exactly. I'm just run me my checks, homie.
Right. That's where I'm at right now, man. Shit.
It's all about sending 2 checks, run them both. April
6th.
Yeah,
and the 18th. April 6th and the 18th. They're doing the last one after the 6th, seeing who's gonna pay their taxes or not.
Oh, is that right?
I'm just guessing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because they've been telling everybody that with all this going on, still pay your taxes.
Hold on.
Ain't gonna pay shit.
Hold on. Harrison Prince said that nominating Joe Biden is elder abuse.
It really is.
It really is. It really is.
Hold on, but compare this, right? Because this is what people understand about Trump. Trump gets a lot of gaffes and stuff that they play on the CNN stuff because they want to show his bad side. But on his rallies, Trump is really sharp, and I don't think people realize how sharp Trump is. But hold on, peep this for comparison. What Trump did a couple of last week.
I would like to spend $700 million and end up with nothing. Mini Mike, I know him well. I knew that was going to happen. That was probably the worst debate performance in the history of presidential debates. Do we agree? Has there ever been anything like that?
He gonna tear his ass up.
But he's going to keep spending the money. I think this weekend I hear his ad stop on Tuesday. He's going for Tuesday. He's going to spend a lot of money. It just shows you that you can't buy an election. I mean, there's a point at which people say, you got to bring the goods a little bit too. You got to bring the goods.
It gets funnier. Keep waiting.
Boy, did Pocahontas destroy him, I'll tell you. And look what I did to her. She choked. She went out and got a test because I was killing her with a Pocahontas.
Bro, this is a fucking comedy strip.
Indian blood in me than she does, and I have none. Right? I
God
said,
damn.
It gets better. It gets
love
better.
to have some, but I have none. And she was getting hit with that name, Pocahontas. That was one of the. They said, we want you to apologize for that name. And I did. I apologized. Nobody ever heard me apologize before. I apologized. To the real Pocahontas, I apologize.
Damn, this is like stand up.
It's really good. I hate to say it, but it's good.
But she went out and she said, oh, this guy's killing me. Remember, she was dropping like a rock. But I learned something. Never do it too early. A year and a half before the election, I said, what am I doing? I should have saved it. But that's all right. But she had those burning embers, and then she started, but ultimately she failed. She's gone, so. But she was really mean to Mini Mike.
This is the best part. This is the end.
He didn't know what hit him. He's going, oh, get me off of this stage. Get me off. Get me off of this stage.
God damn.
That's Trumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biden against that. I just don't see.
Yeah, and it was hilarious. He finds these little nicknames and he'll just hammer it.
Mm-hmm.
What did he call Ricky Rubio? Little Ricky? What did he call him?
Little Ricky.
Yeah, dude. The weird thing is his nicknames aren't even that clever, but they're brilliant at the same time. I don't even understand how
they're brilliant because of the people that he's talking about, because they don't have that skill that he has.
You start to see the people as the
yeah.
I know. That's Sleepy Joe. It's
Sleepy
so
Joe.
perfect.
This motherfucker's singing on him, man. He's singing on him. That a bitch.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
Oh, the best was Jeb, low energy Jeb. Oh my god. Like Jeb, people forget how serious Jeb Bush was taken before that election. By the time he's like done, you know.
Yeah, he was next in line, you know.
People thought he was like this polished guy that was just there to you know, it was his for the taking, the Republican nomination. And now to this day, all anyone sees him as is low energy.
He destroyed him. He's not even. He destroyed Jeb Bush. Who's some of the other people that let me see? He got Jeb, he got Ricky, he got Pocahontas. She was never able to really shake that. You know what I'm saying? Like when he puts those names on you, they stick. You know, so Sleepy Joe, we're gonna be hearing that. We're gonna be hearing that from now till November and beyond, because he's not gonna stop calling them that.
And he's really gonna be doing stuff to, you know, become Sleepy Joe. That's the worst part. He's really gonna be doing that stuff. So
it fits you. Did he have a name for Bernie?
Not yet, not that I know. Yeah, so yeah, as far as I know, he doesn't have a name for Bernie, but
yeah, man. See, that's the thing. He's not enough of a contrast to get an incumbent up out of there. They're gonna get those two next to each other, and like you said, T, you know, you got one old white-haired racist and another old white-haired racist that says a lot of silly stuff. You know what I'm saying? Gaff machine and Joe Biden. So I mean, it's really people gonna look at that and go, I mean, what the hell? We might as well keep the guy that's in there already. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason to make a change at this point in time. That's what people are gonna be saying, man.
Oh my god, Chris Christie he destroyed too. Like Chris Christie. You know what I like about Trump? It's what Trump does. But that's funny about him, right? Is he's the kind of person, right? If you're with him from the beginning, like Roger Stone, but you stay with him like slavishly, he will like have some type of loyalty to you. But if you have ever at any point opposed him or went against him, even if he lets you help him later on, he never forgets.
He's still gonna get you.
No, he's still gonna get you.
Yep. Like Ted Cruz. He says all that messed up stuff about Ted Cruz's family, his wife, and whatever. But at the end, like Ted Cruz bent the knee. Ted Cruz ate shit. Ted Cruz was phone banking for him and getting pictures taken of him phone banking and all that stuff. And then he didn't give Ted Cruz shit. He fucked him in the end. You know, Chris Christie. You know, he let Chris Christie debase himself and all this stuff.
He fucked him in the end, you know.
Yeah. It didn't make a difference.
Crazy Bernie. He calls him Crazy Bernie. PD said he calls him Crazy Bernie.
Oh, that isn't that bad though to me. Crazy Bernie. The other ones are funnier. Crazy Bernie, I think, kind of sounds kind of good in a way because it's like I think part of his charm is his craziness. Oh man. Oh yeah, Romney was another one that he made look bad. There used to be these good compilations on YouTube of Trump roasting people, and he's really good at it. And I feel like Biden like 8 years ago, I think might have been up to the task, but the current Biden we have is what I'm worried about. I don't think the current Biden is really he's got the fire, but he doesn't have the focus to me, you know. Have you seen Biden, the stuff that he's doing to people, like when he called the guy fat? He fat shamed one of his supporters.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Biden told one of his supporters, let's see if I can find it.
What about the one where the dude was in the wheelchair and he told him to stand up?
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite. Oh man, I'm just waiting for him to, to talk to some dark-skinned staffer and be like, "Man, look at this guy. He's got a beautiful smile. You can all you see is his teeth." You know,
Right.
I can just
I could totally see him doing.
I could totally see him saying that.
Oh wait, hold on. I found. Let me find it. Yeah, he said something crazy to somebody. He told this guy, he fat shamed this guy. Let me see if I can find it. He called him a damn liar, then he fat shamed him. I'm gonna find it. Let's see. Oh, here it is.
There's no sound, T.
There's no sound?
No.
Damn it. Hold on. That time I actually did click the sound thing. I don't know why it didn't work. Hold on. Try it again. But basically, hold on. This guy who was actually a supporter, it wasn't even like an enemy, it was a supporter, was asking him some questions, and then he flipped out. The guy asked him some questions about his son, and he made fun of his shape too. Like said the guy was not in good shape. Let's see. He also cursed out a black guy recently on the primary trail, and they didn't play it on CNN stuff.
Of course not. They want a black vote.
Of course not. And even if they did, I'm pretty sure by the time the Democratic machine got done, the black guy be apologizing to Joe Biden, not the other way around. So,
yeah, exactly. And a lot of these black boomers anyway, they'd make an excuse for it. Like,
they will.
He was kind of belligerent, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's black doesn't mean he could say whatever he wants to Uncle Joe.
And I can get things done. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together, man. Let's do rip run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
No one has said my son has done anything wrong. I did not on any occasion. And no one has ever said it. Not one day you were doing anything wrong. You said I set up my son to work in an oil company. Isn't that what you said? Get your words straight, Jack. That's what I hear on the You don't hear that in MSNBC. You did not hear that. You heard. Look, okay, I'm not going to get an argument, man. Well, yeah, you do, but Look, here's the deal.
He said, "Look fat."
Slid that in there.
Yeah, but the fact that "look fat" was like, if Bernie said that to somebody, oh my god, MSNBC would be talking about it for like months.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
I told y'all Bernie needed to start grooming a predecessor. I mean, a protege, man. I told you.
Yeah, no.
He already was the crypt keeper.
I'll tell you the big mistake. I'll tell you the big mistake I think Bernie made, man. I think the big mistake Bernie made, he should have just, even if he had to lie to black people, say something. But every time he had to talk to black people and ask for something specific, he'd be like, oh, this helps everybody. It was always about like lift all boats, and it was never ever. Like Yvette Carnell said something really good. She was like, you can't even lie to us. Like, you can't even like humor us. Like, because what people don't realize, he had a big Latino turnout, but for the Latinos, he wasn't giving them that lift all boats stuff. He was giving them some of that, but he promised all this immigration reform and all this type of amnesty and all this stuff that was going to help with helping with immigration. He wasn't just counting on just the he wasn't just counting on that helping him, the lift all boat stuff. But with the black people, he just kept sticking to that, and he didn't even have to go as far as reparations, but just give some kind of black
specific, say something. Say you're gonna get his Laker tickets, something shit.
Yeah, just say something.
Laker tickets.
Yeah, fuck it, nigga. Damn. Tell them you're gonna get us a coupon. We can all get the new Jordans. Shit.
I mean, man, look.
God damn.
People promise us stuff all the time to deliver anyway. So just keep doing that. Like just don't deliver. But he couldn't even. He was too honest for his own good.
Nah, bro. Best we can get is a commission to study a commission to look into something. That's what we get.
Exactly.
Right.
You get a commission now, to look into a commission.
Right now, they literally
about somebody that got beat. About somebody that got beat by the KKK in 1973. Some
exactly.
Shit.
Ain't happening.
PB.
Y'all heard about this? Look, man. You know how cold they are, bro.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we talked about this earlier, Mario.
The Olympic team, the people that got kidnapped during the Olympics that one year. Do you know that everybody got $1 million payouts except for the black people?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
They got paid less money than the other hostages because the terrorists let the black people out. They let the black people out early. They're no, man, we know you African Americans, y'all suffer enough. You guys can go.
I see what you mean. So the terrorists didn't really hold the black people. Oh, I understand that.
They didn't hold them as long. Yeah, but they still, they still went through it.
Well, you know what's funny? That happens a lot. A lot of times, a lot of terrorists don't hold black people as often. That's not an isolated thing.
They said that dude, the Orlando shooter.
Yep.
When he killed all those people in the gay club, he let some of the black people out of there. He's like, "Nah, y'all have had it bad enough. Get out."
Right.
It's like, damn. Like
yeah,
that,
the Orlando guy did it too.
Yeah, but they said they didn't give the black people. They didn't give the black people no money, or they gave them very little in comparison to what some of the other people got.
PB in the chat room said something about how Bernie talked about prison reform and policing, but you know what's funny about that? This is a big misconception with black people. A lot of black people don't give a fuck about that, especially the middle class and the upper middle class ones. Like a lot of them don't have friends and family in prison, or if they do,
they don't give a fuck about them. That's the side of the family they don't give a fuck about.
Exactly, that's the side of the family where it's like, fuck that side of the family. And
that prison reform shit don't mean shit anyway, man.
Yeah. People think about that as a good black policy, and in a way, I'm not saying that it's not in practice, but I'm talking about for voters.
Primary, it can't be a primary.
Yeah, a lot of those black boomer voters, they don't care about that. The family that they talk to is not in prison. They're not putting
a lot of them were in favor of the 94 crime bill.
Absolutely. Yep. Hell yeah.
A lot of them were like they were begging Clinton and them to take action and sign all of that, bro. Like,
man, all of your talented 10th fake Negro, Boule, Greek sorority fraternity ass niggas, they was in favor of that shit.
or just
Yeah.
old church folk, like those old
That
school.
too.
Some of those guys are really conservative.
That's to be expected. That's to be expected.
Right.
Yeah.
You're an old person, and I'll use my grandparents for an example. If I'm an old person, I've owned my house for 50 years. Why the fuck I want you selling dope in front of my house? That makes sense.
Exactly. What a lot of people
billions.
What a lot of people don't remember was that there was a lot of people in the Congressional Black Caucus speaking for, like, the old people in the districts who actually were in support of the Rockefeller laws. They were like, listen, crack is fucking up our communities way more than it's fucking up y'all's. We need extra things. So I'm not saying it was all the Congressional Black Caucus,
but they didn't have.
But there were some
to make that work out without hurting their own people. That's the problem.
Yeah, they thought like it was something that would help the neighborhood. It was misguided in the long run. It fucked everything up, but that was the thought. Like, you can't always assume all black people care about the prison reform and all that stuff, because some of them are just conservative and tough on crime.
They don't give a fuck.
A lot of them start sounding like conservatives, man. When you start talking to them about, I've experienced that now. Like, you start talking to some black people about, how Biden was involved with the crime bill and all that. They start sounding like conservatives, man. Well, what do you want? They should go to jail, if they out there doing what they
Why were they doing the crime?
Yeah, it's like, really?
Yep.
Because a lot of, I guess, it's surprised. You'll be surprised, man. It's even people that should know better. People that have been through the system or grew up with people that have been in the, and it's just like, man, y'all don't understand. It's not just it's the entire process. The powers that they gave the prosecutors after that bill was passed, man, is unprecedented,
Yeah.
That's why we have the kind of things that we have now with dudes. The vast majority, I think somebody was saying like 80-something% of convictions of black inmates don't even go to trial or something insane like that. It's just plea deals.
It's something insane
on the federal level.
I think our recent guest was talking about that.
It's plea deals, you know what I'm saying? Because you like, well, I'll take the years, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, look, I can give you 20 years right now, or you can fight the case and you're looking at 60. Now, what you gonna do if you're a 20-something-year-old young man? You doing that math in your head, you're like, let's see, if I do the 20, I can get out, I'll be 40. Still got a chance to have a life, family, whatever. All right, I'll take the 20. 60 years, and that ain't happening.
It's like I just saw that interview with Kevin Childs, who I guess was drug dealer back in the Alpo Rich Porter days, and he said that he got 2 hung juries, and he said the judge actually called him to his chambers and told him, he said, you've won this one time, but they're gonna keep trying you. They're gonna beat you, and when they do beat you, I have to give you life. Like, I don't have any other choice. I have to give you life. And he went in and took that plea deal for 10 years.
For how many years?
10. Because he was gonna keep fighting it. He was like, dude, the Feds got enough money. They're gonna exhaust all your resources.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it come on, and this is the thing, the difference. And I don't want to get into a whole bunch of it, but when you get to the Fed stuff, the Feds ain't the police. They're not doing no investigations. When they come to get you, they got you.
They got you.
Yep.
And they're gonna keep on until they gonna keep on putting you through it
until they get it right.
So they get it right.
Yeah, it's like giving a person different cracks at the. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get it right.
Yeah. No, different cracks and unlimited resources.
Resources.
It's like being able to go that, and you just get to keep swinging until you hit a home run.
Right.
But people think that investigators is like detective shows where they have actual real skill. You don't need any real skill to be a detective anymore, because basically all these powers that got opened up from past legislations now allows like the worst, most incompetent person to crack just about any case, as long as they have somebody, because they can go to phone records, they can go to cell phone towers, they can pull up call records, they can pull up your computer. What's that? Yeah, whatever they need to get that conviction, they'll be granted the powers to do it.
Not to mention the snitching epidemic that's
right.
going on.
That's why dude, to tell you, like, Mario, you probably know, I don't know about you, T. Not saying that, you never committed a crime, you just never got caught. But dude will tell you in a minute, if the state come, take the state. Don't let it go to the feds. Or it's a wrap. It's over for you. You know what I'm saying? So
the thing is,
we take it.
See, the thing with the snitching epidemic, man, and if you really think about it logically, let's take the emotion out of it. We know what the code is. The code is the code.
Right.
If you really think about it, it makes sense on a logical level, on a rational level, because I said this earlier. If you're a young man, back in the day, if you committed a crime, you would get straight time. You know, if you even with murders and things like that, you'll get 25, 30 years. You know what I mean? So if you're a young guy, you get caught for an attempted or even a straight up murder, you'll do straight time and then get out of there with daylight left in your life. You know, they only prosecuted these kingpins, basically. The kingpins were the only ones that got the triple life sentences and all that kind of stuff. And maybe mid-level guys, but the street guys, they didn't really get time like that. Now, after the 94 bill, you know, Pookie on the corner that sells, you know, a little rock here and there or whatever, you know, commits a little crime. Even that dude is getting 60 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Mario, you in California, so you can speak to this. Speak
so
about
those dudes are snitching now. They're like, hey, I could do 10, 15 years. Right. But, you know, they're giving you 10, 15 years, and then they're adding more with enhancements and all of that.
But Ken,
add the enhancement, especially if you're a gang member, the gang enhancement, plus a gun, you got the gun enhancement. That's 30 years on its own.
You're getting more time with the enhancements than for the actual crime.
Before you guys get into the complicated stuff, I want to talk about something even more basic, which I think a lot of people don't realize, especially like these white guys who always talk about, oh, y'all with the stop snitching. The people have this idea that snitches always tell the truth. Like people don't realize how much lying is incentivized or baked into snitching. Like snitching, people just think it's just like some dude who saw like a real crime or knows something that really happened and is letting like a murderer just walk around because he won't snitch. And you know, there's a bunch of old ladies like, Sonny, why don't you just snitch and help get the streets clean? That's not what snitching is. That's like the movies. Like real snitching a lot of time is somebody who has as much dirt on their hands as you, who might even or more who might be making up shit about you just because the feds or state want to get somebody and he's offering you up, and you might not even have done the shit. You know,
no, that's very true. You look at some of these no-knock raids, man. They're built on flimsy evidence. They'll send some guy over and he'll lie and say that he did a drug deal at your house, and it turned out he's lying. And the police will literally blow your door off the hinges with a bomb, and then come in and they don't find anything because people are lying.
So tell us the police tell the snitch who to snitch on. Like, you know, we need you. Are you sure you didn't see this guy doing something? Nudge, nudge, nudge. And then that guest we had on Laura Bazelon, she was talking about how sometimes like some snitches end up getting remorse because they were pushed or badgered into snitching on somebody that the cops wanted really bad. You know?
And then you have it.
Yeah,
it's a lot of little funny style stuff that goes on with the law, man, especially in the state of California. In Florida, they have that I don't know if in other states they do too, but mandatory minimums was another thing that came out of that 94 crime bill, man. But I don't really hear too much about that on the West Coast. I hear that more like a Southern thing, especially in Florida. For some reason, I always hear somebody getting a mandatory minimum sentence of 20-something years for something. I think that one girl, she shot a gun in the air as a warning shot because her husband was. This is the story. I don't know if that's actually went down. Yeah, she had her husband was beating on her. She fired a shot as a warning shot, and they ended up giving her 25 years or something like that. Just I don't have, my hands are tied.
Right.
Yeah. Yo, on a side note, have you guys been hearing about all the guns being bought right now because of coronavirus? Like, what do you think that's about? yo, is that all for defense, or do some people want to gang some other people up? Like what's going on? Like, I'm assuming anybody who's doing it
about to catch a bunch of gun beefs and go to jail.
In California, every time there's some type of any type of an emergency that's on a large scale, these fools run over here and buy up all the guns and ammo. I think what was the last thing that happened? The bullet thing where you gotta actually out here in California, we got a 10-day waiting period to buy bullets now. So it's basically like when you go to buy ammo, it's like you're buying a gun. Pretty much you got to go through a 10-day background check in order to buy ammunition. And so before that law came to pass, everybody was running to the gun store. It was lines out of the door to buy up as much ammunition as they possibly could before the law took effect, you know. So it's like any little thing that looks like it's going to be an issue, fools out here. I don't know about other parts of the country, but out here especially, they run to the gun store. You know, it is what it is. It shouldn't surprise you though. I mean, shit, people are running to the store getting all the toilet paper and shit.
I'm not surprised. I'm just wondering what they're gonna do it for. Like, is everybody doing it for just defense, or are some people like, you know, thinking, shit, if things get bad enough, I want to break into somebody's house and get the toilet paper.
Oh, like a secret agenda. Huh? Give me that toilet paper.
I need that TP.
You never know what
you never know.
Man, you never fucking know. I still don't know how people bought paper.
I'm worried for mass shooters. Like, there's gonna be some kind of incel dude who's gonna be like, "Yo, if I get coronavirus without getting ass, I'm taking everybody down." Like some incels.
Another Elliot Rogers, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, just gonna get pissed. Like, I'm worried about some people like spree shooting Asian people or something. Like, I don't think all those guns are just for defense, man. I think some people got some mass shooting stuff, man. Yeah,
Might be. Who knows, man? I don't know.
Before we end, I want to know what you guys have going on in your town as far as the coronavirus. Is it all like shut down? Are you seeing people walk around? Like in New York, Times Square was like empty. It was like 4 people in it. I went a couple of days ago. It was just all empty. I mean, it should always be like that because Times Square is disgusting, but
yeah,
that's a different story.
Go ahead, kid.
No, I was gonna say it's empty as fuck here. It's just empty. You know what I'm saying? That everybody go to the store, get what they need, and they go home. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what it's been like for the last, what's today, Wednesday? It's been like that since probably Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, where you can't go to restaurants, you can't dine in, you can get takeout, but you can't dine in. Bars are closed.
It's the same as here.
Yeah, they got people going home. People going home, you know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. Because honestly, I don't know how dangerous this shit is. I know I don't want it. So if that's what it is, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm worried I'm gonna get fat because I'm just boredom and stress eating like crazy.
Yeah, the gym is closed. I wasn't going to the gym anyway because that's where you get sick. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I've been doing workouts in my living room. I feel like I'm in jail, like in a fucking cell doing a living room.
That's better than me. I'm just stress eating and depression eating. I'm just fucking eating everything in sight.
Right.
I'm still working like a slave.
Oh, man.
I go to fix my stuff, man, and nobody's there. But I'm the idiot, messing with the DVD machine. It's
goddamn.
I just shake my head like,
people really need you right now.
Oh yeah, they be like, "Oh, thank you so much," because
yeah.
they want them movies, they want them machines working. So they're like, "Oh man, you guys are still gonna keep it. You guys still gonna keep it going?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Thank you so much." I'm like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? I want to be on.
Wait, Netflix.
Wait, B Scott is somewhere where they had an earthquake. Where are you at, B Scott? Like,
they said there was an earthquake in what was it, Utah?
Yeah, in Utah.
Oh, is that where you are? Damn, earthquake and coronavirus. This gotta be a mess.
Is B Scott a black guy?
I'm not sure. Good question.
The only reason I asked that is I remember my trip to Utah, man. I went to Utah and it's this little town. I cannot remember the name of it to save my life.
Yeah, Salt Lake City. He said just
yeah. There was like a little town like 100 and something miles outside of Salt Lake City. And I went there. It was a Denny's. I went in there and I sat down and I'm eating. And there's like these two white girls sitting a couple tables away from me. And I just got the feeling that somebody was watching me, So I look up and they're looking at me and then they look away when I look up and look at them. And then I go back to eating and then I slowly look up again and they're looking at me again. And I'm like, okay, yes, we exist. Damn. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them kind of things. Like they literally were looking at me like they have never seen a black person in their lives,
Yeah, that type of shit don't happen in Portland. They used to seeing black people, but in places like Salt Lake City, yeah, they probably are kind of primitive.
This was a little town outside of Salt Lake City. I wish I could think of Liberties, something.
B Scott's saying the same thing. I was actually stared at on the buses here before.
So okay, I wanted to know. Yeah. Like they literally look at you like, wow, they're real. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yes, fuck around with the gentrification. It's gonna be Brooklyn's gonna be like that in 20 years. Brooklyn in 20 years.
Shit, 20.
I'm being optimistic with that one.
It's just, from what I hear, like you guys got people, that's been living in apartment complexes for decades. They come outside to take their trash, and they got the new tenant that just moved in a week ago talking about, do you live here?
Oh yeah,
let me see.
It happened to my neighbor, man. That happened to my neighbor. PB was saying Japan is the same. I know a girl who went to Japan for like a year. She was a really pretty girl, a black girl, but she didn't look anything like Janet Jackson. But she would walk around, and the Japanese people would follow her, and they would keep calling her Janet Jackson and stuff. Because at the time, Janet Jackson was big, was in like the 90s and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like a small world, a Japanese girl I know went home to visit Japan, and she ran to this black girl that I know, that same black girl, and she was like, "Yeah, I was walking down the street, and then I looked, and there was a crowd following this pretty black girl. And I looked, and it was a girl's name was Dinah. It was our friend. It was Dinah walking down the street. So it was like our homegirl from college went to Japan for like a semester, and when our other friend went to Japan, she was living like a celebrity out there. Like people were just following her in the street." Fawning over her and stuff, and she was a pretty black girl, but she looked nothing like Janet Jackson. But that was the only point of reference they had at the time in the 90s. They kept calling her Janet Jackson everywhere she knows. She's a different skin tone, body, height, everything.
They think every black person they see is the same.
Whoever the biggest celebrity, yeah.
They'll see me. I'm only 6'1", but they'll swear I'm Shaq. It's Shock. Shaq. I'm just like, dude.
That's funny.
I'm just like, damn. That's how it is, man.
It really is. It really is.
Oh God. Oh man, but I have to get going because it's late out here. But
damn, I keep forgetting, man. You on that East Coast time?
It's like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but with this quarantine time, my sleep schedule's all fucked up anyway. And stuff.
Yeah,
it ain't like you gotta get up.
Yeah. I ain't got shit to do.
My job sent an email out for us field representatives, man. It just pissed me off, man. I'm just like, you motherfuckers. It just makes you feel like a piece of crap, man. It really does.
They need those DVDs. We gotta be a service.
There you go, man. It's just like, are you serious, man? Like,
gassing you the fuck up.
Yeah, and the trick about it is they send out a company-wide email for the people who work in the offices and everything, telling them all to stay home. But we weren't supposed to see that email. They sent it to everybody on accident. So they had this. Yeah, they had to send out a second one. Unfortunately, that email was not meant for field. Right, you field Negroes. That wasn't for you to see. You have to stay out there, even though you're the most vulnerable to the disease.
That's fucking crazy.
It's just like, hey, look, so Pete, though, technically I could go on FLMA or something like that, because my kids are out of school.
Yeah, you could.
For, I think they said 3 weeks, but now they're talking about it might go on through the summer.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable future. So I could technically go on that, but
I'm done till April 28th. I can't go back to work. So and they pay.
What are you gonna do with yourself?
Nothing. Sit right here and go for walks. Go for a walk around
what about
the block.
Are they still paying y'all, or how's that?
Hell
work?
Yeah, I'm on a contract. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Still paid. So I mean that's a good thing, but I mean school is out in June anyway. So and I don't work during the summer. So yeah, but yeah, they still got to pay us. I got the email today saying from Governor Kate Brown saying that school administration will be paid and ain't gonna be no school till April 28th. But they about to put together some type of e-learning for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't,
which they should have been had.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is the thing. If kids don't have computers, your parents can go to the school, get a computer, and you'll be able to do your shit. So. I've already text messaged a couple of my kids, and I'm like, "Yo, don't think y'all about to skate, nigga. You ain't skating." So, you know what I'm saying? They thought they was really skating. They was like, "Oh, I'm done." Nah, you ain't done, motherfucker.
Sign in. All right, man.
Sign in, right? Sign in.
Yeah.
On the side note, I've been watching old movies again, and Blade really holds up, man. The first Blade, that
Hell
shit holds up
yeah.
like a motherfucker.
I don't know, man.
Hell
I tried
yeah.
to show that to. I tried to show it to my son. He wasn't feeling it, man. I don't know.
No, I can't see why,
Oldest.
because the special effects do not hold up. If you
Yeah.
like special effects and that stuff, that shit looks like
That's early CGI.
that shit had TurboGrafx 16, man. That shit
Yeah,
looks so
it's
Damn.
early
You
CGI.
was
Yeah.
terrible, man.
It ain't as bad as Terminator 1, but it's bad.
You know what holds
but-
up well is Terminator 2. Holds
Hell
up pretty
yeah.
damn
Yeah, that
well.
holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but if you don't care about the special effects, man, I think it holds up, man. Because I don't know the sweat. Like your son didn't even like Wesley's swag. He wasn't even feeling that.
It doesn't. He was not feeling that movie at all.
Oh damn.
He was like, "Y'all like this?
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Y'all like this?
You know, my daughter did that too. The movie Beetlejuice. She was like, "This is whack." I'm like, "Wait a minute, this is state of the art shit."
And you know, us as parents, we get all offended. Like, what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let me get. Oh shit, my computer about to turn.
Yeah, I'm about to get off too.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all, thanks for joining us. 2008 B Scott, B PB, everyone else, Mikey Darko, Sly.
Oh, he said, "Thank you for supporting Georgia economy."
I'm
I'm drinking. I got a headache, man. So I'm drinking a Coke for the caffeine.
Harrison Prince, Stacy. Yeah, all y'all. B Scott. Have a good one. We have a lot of quarantine time down, so we'll do more of these. Yeah,
because we can get back on tomorrow or the day after, or whatever the fuck. Something.
Yeah, for real, man.
Also
Everybody be safe, man. Don't go look at any polls. Don't go look at any weird surfaces, man. All right, peace.
All right, holla.
Oh wait, look at that.